Hello, this is Samadan. Classic Samadan is about to start a new adventure in the Burning Crusade. Now we're just at the point here, we are level 35. We do have a boost available, we're not going to make use of that. This is all about the journey, so it doesn't matter what level we are here, we're going to enjoy the journey throughout and going to make some gold along the way. So first off, let's choose our expansion. We're going to carry on with the Burning Crusade. We are not prepared indeed, we're way off of level 60. So here we are, back in Burning Crusade, almost. This is pre-patch time, so Burning Crusade is just a few days away. Let's have a look at where we're at the moment. So our talents have been reset, we have additional class skills and things that we can buy. We'll probably go over and head to those. We are here in the auction house. I imagine all our mails and things have expired. I'm not sure what we had on last time we looked. In terms of what Samadan was doing last time, we were doing some mining and levelling up that skill. We are currently, well, we have find minerals now. That's a tracking that is on here, which is fantastic. So we go to our skills here, we have mining at 86 out of 150, tailoring at 201 out of 300. So tailoring's in a fairly reasonable position. We ought to really get that skilled up to level 300 so that we can make the most out of that. We obviously have the Zygor guide here helping us along. Now with mining, I was doing a fair amount of mining during my last play of this session, and we do have not a lot here, but if we go over to the guild bank we'll go and have a look. Wow, so many people around. This is wonderful to see. So much variety, so much activity, and knowing that this is all on the same server is fantastic. It makes it feel a lot more coherent. I'm looking forward to enjoying this journey. So let's have a look. Let's go over to our guild vault, see where we were left off. So here we have a reasonable amount of copper ore that we can probably sell for a reasonable amount. We are currently looking at a min buy of 3 silver 36. We now have a new data thanks to TSM having a region market average, which is currently at 4 silver 91. So there's possibly some options here to reset some markets. We're currently sitting at 32 gold at the moment, which is a reasonable amount. We also have a fair amount of mage weave here that we could probably help with our tailoring as well. So we have a number of options available to us. I think at this point I'm not necessarily going to carry on with mining on this character. If I was to use the boost that I have, I'm considering making a level 58 druid and having them as a dual gatherer. And we can flip between the tracking of the herbs and the ore quite easily with a little macro. So that's an option there. So in which case I could think about a secondary profession for Samadan here. Well, not so much a secondary one, but a second primary one. Keeping tailoring, I think it's worth to keep tailoring here. Now, one of the things we could think here would be to add enchanting into the mix. We did have enchanting before, we could go back and level that up again. We may not necessarily be in the market for selling the actual enchants themselves, but we can disenchant things with tailoring, and we could possibly sell all the things that we're making, or things that we don't need and we disenchant, and we can sell the enchanting materials themselves. So there may be an easy market there. We can also look at things that we might want to flip. There's a number of options there as well. So for the moment, whilst I'm deciding that, I'm going to probably see if I can sell some of these ores and maybe some of the stone. That's not worth very much. The tin ore, 3 silver. Do we have anything more than that? I'm sure we had some silver. Here we are, some silver ore here is 78 silver. And some gems, they're probably worth, well, that one's worth 17 silver, so that could be an option there. The shadow gem, tiger's eye, let's just take a few of those for now. Some of that tin. We could possibly turn this into bars rather than the ore themselves. The bars might sell for a little bit more. I'll go and have a look. This is just brilliant, just to look at everyone here. Really nice to see. Then we can decide on the next part of our journey. First and foremost, we want to get ourselves into a situation where we can start earning things at the auction house. But let's have a look what we have here at the moment. In terms of miscellaneous selling, we just got a group here from last time, just selling a few different bits and pieces. Let's go have a look at this group and see where it's at. So here we are, we're way back here, and when we started we went from 0 gold up to 27 gold. Didn't play for the longest times, had a kind beneficiary help us out with a little bit more gold to help with the banks, storage and everything, and then we're up here at 32 gold. So in terms of our groups, we have a few things we don't want to sell, so those are in a separate group. And miscellaneous selling is a whole load of fish and meat and things that we didn't want to make use of at this point. And then tailoring, we don't have any bags as groups at the moment. Remember, I'm using TSM Alpha here, so this will look slightly different to you if you're still using 4.10. I'm on 4.11 Alpha. So we could maybe look into something we could do with bags themselves. We could have a look at that from our tailoring side of things. Maybe there's a few other things we can do in that respect too. So let's start with the copper. Let's have a look. The copper ore isn't on our list here, so we could make maybe a new group here. We probably want a shopping operation to have a look for some of this. What would be really useful maybe is to have some commodities here that we can then start looking at. Copper ore being one of them. So let's see if we can use the Tsm Group Maker to create a few groups here. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be the same kind of item IDs. So let's go to Wowhead, and we're going to go to TBC, and then we're going to look at the database, and we're going to look, let's look under mining. So those are the spells, but we've got the copper ore, silver ore, coal, mithril ore, thorium, dark iron, primal earth, everything here, which we could possibly have a look at here. Trainers' comments. Let's try this. So what we need to do is select all of this. I want to make sure I've selected everything in this selection here, in this group here. So let's just select all the text. Control C, copy that. And we go back to the group maker. Control V, paste all of that in. Now, will TSM recognize any of those? So there's nothing there that I see. We are waiting on Mr. Potato here. We'll wait for the page. It's probably under a lot of load at the moment, so let's see what happens. There we go. So we have a number of items that have come through here. It's recognized a few of those, so let's select those. Oh, I think it's still thinking. Okay, we now have everything in, so we can select this. So let's select all of that, Control C, copy that, and let's see what kind of items we get with this. So we'll make a base group, we'll use the import group up here, and we'll copy and paste in the whole thing. It will default to imported group, so we'll click import here, and then we've got a number of things we can make use of here. We've got bars, and we've got ore, and we've got lots of things that are useful to us here in terms of commodities. So what we can do now is rename this group mining, probably make a group on top of that, call that commodities. I think that's how you spell commodities. Let's go into mining, and then we can go ore, and we'll make another subgroup, and we'll call this bars. So then within the items in the group, we can look at everything that's called bar, right click, drag all of those items, add them into the bars group. Then we go to the ore one, grab everything called ore, which is all of that, and we're going to pop that in there as well. So we have a number of things we could possibly look at here. Bars, ores, or some of these we're not going to get because we haven't got into Burning Crusade. So maybe we could split some of these into Classic and Burning Crusade. So if we then take this and split this into Classic, no, let's change that, Vanilla and TBC, let's call that Burning Crusade, and then let's number this so it's a little bit easier to order it. There we go. And so Burning Crusade is going to be the adamantite, the fel iron, corium. So there we have a group of Burning Crusade ores as well as vanilla ores. Now these obviously have a price to them. The Burning Crusade ones won't have a price yet until people start mining those, and then we can look on the market to see what kind of prices they are and maybe flip a few or something like that. We can also look at the bars here. We can split this into the two groups as well. So adamantite, I believe fell steel is one as well. Essentially anything with a price, I'm thinking, is vanilla, and anything without a price is going to be Burning Crusade. I might adjust these if they're not correct at this point, but they're good to have a look at a few of these. Okay, so we've got a few different things for the ore and the bars here. We can probably add in a shopping operation for these. So let's have a look to see what we have. Let's add in crafting we don't want to use. So maybe the default operation would be useful for this at this point. Let's just have a look. Shopping. Let's use the default and have a look. So shopping is DB market price. That will do for now. And then we'll have a look at auctioning. Well, at this point, we could just put on an auctioning operation that is just simple. The default one, let's have a look at that. So we have, posting wise, we have a choice between 12, 24 and 48 hours. Stick with 12. So now we have, let's have a look at that in a little bit more detail. So now we go here, we go to our mining operations, default, bars and ore. Let's go here, commodities. Let's actually put this in the main commodities group here. Let's go override that, add more, default, add that one in, check on this one. So we've got a choice between 12, 24 and 48 now. We have a post cap of 20, stack size of 200. That's pretty much everything you might have in your bags. Allow partial stacks, yes. And then we're looking at the default one. We'll have a look at the numbers on this. So min, normal, max. Min is 1 silver, 8 silver and 20 silver. Sometimes it's worth to do a shopping operation on these anyway, just to have a look for things. So let's go have a look and see where we're at. So we go to browse, and if we run just a shopping scan of our commodities, see what's available. Okay, we've scanned those, took a little time to go through those. We have a few things that potentially could be worth something. This is all based off of the DB market price at the moment, so some of these are considerably less than they are on their market value or the region market value, so there could be opportunities here. Let's have a look by name, and then we can look at the copper ore and the copper bar side by side. So copper ore here is going in for 2 silver 97. Then to make a copper bar, it's going to cost us, I believe it's 1 ore to make 1 bar. So we could go from 297 up to 337 just by smelting a few things. Although the sale rate will probably be slightly different. Well, no, it's quite similar. So we can maybe turn half of these copper into bars and then spread our auctions across 2 different things. That could be an option there. We haven't added the stone in here or the gems either. That's another option. We need to add this into our list of things to look out for. We also have, well, in terms of things that are looking to be cheap that we might want to turn into a higher price, there's a few things here. I'm not too confident at this stage, not with the amount of gold I have, to be able to start flipping some of these things, not knowing the markets here on this server. So I think what it would be more safe for me to do at this stage is try and sell some of my stock. So I'm going to turn some of this copper ore into bars, and then I'm going to see if I can sell both of those. 2 different markets now, a blacksmith, anvil, nearest place. Let me say, Dwarven District will be my first thoughts here, so let's head over that way. It's great to be back into Classic, or soon to be Burning Crusade, should I say. The pace is certainly a lot slower than we're used to here in retail. There's a lot more travel time involved, There's a lot more just seeing the world and seeing other players running around and helping them out into the smoky dwarven district. There's our mining trainer. Now I'll assume over here I should be able to smelt my things. Can I use this forge here? Let's try this. So let's have a look at our mining skills, spellbook and abilities. Let's look at smelting. Turn that on there. If we use the standard interface for this, we can smelt some copper. We don't want to smelt all of this, so it requires 1 copper ore, as I suspected. So let's take 20 for the moment, and let's smelt some of these. It is tempting to carry on with the mining, because, you know, it's a profession I've just started on, really. I've invested some time in working it up. It's not so easy just to drop a profession and pick up another one. Obviously, mining and tailoring isn't your standard pairing. It doesn't really go that well together. But being able to pick up some ore whilst I'm running around the world could be a good way of doing things. I'll see what happens as we adventure. So with those smelted, let's go back to the auction house, back into the fresh air. Of course, we're not level 40 yet. Getting a mount would be very useful. Oh look, a Draenei Shaman. Okay, back into the auction house. Let's have a look at our groups a little bit more here. So we have our commodities, we have mining. Let's add in another one. Let's call this one stone, and another one, and we'll call this gems. So we'll add in the rough stone, and we'll add in, oh no, wrong one, shadow gem, and let's put the rough stone in the stone one. There we go. So we've got stone, gems, shadow gem. We've only got one of these at the moment, just see if they will sell. So now when we go to the auction house, we can go and run a post scan. So using our default operation here, we're not going anything too complicated at this point. We're just going to see if we can make a little bit of gold to just increase this amount at the moment. We're only at 32 gold really. So silver ore, copper bars, shadow gem, some spider icon copper ore, tin ore, and some fish and fish oil. So let's post those. Okay, there we go. Our first lot of auctions back on. So now it's a choice of deciding what we're going to do next. We have some class skills available. It's going to cost us a little bit to make. We also have our talents, which have been reset. So we can decide discipline, shadow. At this point, I'm not sure what I want to go with. That's going to take a little bit of thinking about, perhaps. Maybe look into a priest leveling build. Let's have a look. Shadow priest. Something like this would probably work for me at this point. I'll make sure we've got 1 spec as well, actually. That's a definite thing we want. And also improved power word shield, definitely. This could be useful actually, so let's go with that and meditation, and then inner focus, and then we'll stop there, and then we'll go over to shadow and finish off this. Improved shadow word pain, a chance to stun could also be useful here. We'll take that one as well. Okay, that will do for now. We'll see how that works. And then we have a few different things here in terms of these class things we want. Fade, ranks through to 3, levitate, fear ward, Elune's Grace. I don't remember that one. Let's find the trainer. Brother Benjamin.
Need something?
So fear ward, plus 5 more. Essentials we have here. Mana burn, maybe not. Prayer of healing, abolished disease. There's not a huge number here. Abolished disease is there. Let's train that. Fade rank 2 to 3. We can take those. 2 and 3. Levitate, no, we don't have levitate. Let's take levitate. Quite expensive, that one. Fear ward, I believe, is a dwarven ability, I think. Let's leave that. And then those are learnt, so we'll take those. Spellbook and abilities. Oh no, fear ward we do have. We have that already. Holy, heal, abolish disease, cure disease and abolish disease. Cure disease is here. We can take shackle undead, and we'll take abolish disease there. And we have our fade rank 2. We'll take the rank 3, upgrade that. Shadowword Pain rank 5 already. Holy 5, got the essential ones there already. And Levitate we can make use of if we want to. We need light feathers for that, so we have to collect up those. I do believe I have some in my bank. Okay, so you still want to talk to you. Okay. No, turn that one off, I don't know what that is. Okay, so we are currently 35 to 37. Stranglethorn Vale is the suggested guide we have here. Let's close that guide down for the moment and let's load up something that we want to do at the moment. So we are currently where we are at. We are at level 35 at the moment. Quest wise, I do believe we have quest-wise, we do have a few different bits and pieces here. Ironforge, Ink Supplies, Stormwind City, Preserving Knowledge, Panther Mastery, that's Nezing Werries, so some of these we can hand in. Thousand Needles, Wetlands, that one's complete. Necrosh's Gambit, and then we have Ashen Vale over there, so a number of different quests here. I was thinking Tiger Mastery, Raptor Mastery, those kind of things will be useful. Stranglethorn Vale is the main levelling area here for Samadan. We are currently still only at skill level 86 out of 150. We should really be a little bit higher than that before we get into our next zone. So last time, let's have a look. Let's look at professions. Let's look at mining. Mining 1 to 300. Currently at 53% of that. So if we load this guide up, so we now need to reach 125 mining, and so the suggestion here will be smelt bronze with the leftover tin and copper to get skill level 65 to 90. We're currently at 86, and you can smelt silver ore from 75 to 112 for additional points there, so we can do that actually. Smelt bronze and smelt silver should take us, let's see how much silver we have. We don't have a huge amount of silver. Let's go collect a few things. As you can tell, I'm leaning towards keeping my mining at the moment. I'm always one of these people that doesn't like to throw away professions, and even though I did that with my enchanting, oh there we go, shadow gems show. A shadow gem has sold for 31 silver. Even though I did throw away my enchanting in favour of mining in anticipation for Burning Crusade, I think I'll stick with it for now. We can always try and sell the ores and sell the bars and things like that. So we have, the silver went on the auction house, didn't it? It doesn't appear to be in my bags anymore. The light feathers, we'll pick up those whilst we're here. So we could probably do with making some, we need some bronze bars, leftover and tin and copper bars, so let's make equal amounts of those tin and copper bars, 20 of each. Those now stack to 20 actually, that makes things a lot easier. You can just condense that a little bit. There we go, that's better. And then our coarse stone and rough stone, not sure we really need at this point yet.
Safe travels.
Let's keep an eye on things for the moment. So copper and tin, probably just check the auction house for my silver. I can't remember exactly how much I had. I don't recall it was that much. Let's go have a look. So silver we had, we only had 7 on. So well, that's some skill points, so let's cancel those. We'll keep those. Let's find ourselves our mailbox. Okay, so let's have a look. Smelting, we can smelt copper. It looks like we haven't learned everything else we could possibly learn here, so let's create all the copper whilst we're here. Let's go visit a mining trainer. I think there's a few things we can learn here. There we go, smelt, bronze, tin and silver. So our silver here will give us a skill up, but we'll also do our bronze whilst we're here. So let's do all of the tin, and then we'll make this bronze out of that. So looking at the bronze, tin bars, 2 silver, 3 silver, bronze coming in at 3 silver. It's actually not as profitable to turn this from copper to tin to bronze. You could probably reset that. Copper bars 350 plus 2 silver on those, giving you, that should really be at least 5 silver. You could possibly buy out all the cheaper ones and put those up higher market value. As it is, there 6 silver at least I would say looking at that, possibly even more, when we maybe go over to the auction house, maybe put a few of those on and see if we can reset the market on those, depending on how much. I mean, the bronze does seem to be fairly in demand from the looks of this. Obviously the region sale rate is still relatively new for TSM, so we'll see how that comes out. And then smelt silver, so we're up to skill level 97 with that, so let's smelt this silver. So again, silver ore is 78 silver. The silver bars are much cheaper. Look at that, we're losing money by smelting these, but we're gaining skill points, so keeping that for the moment. Taking this up to 101 means we don't have quite so much work to do when it comes to leveling up our mining. So again, those silver bars, 8 silver, we could possibly do something with those as well. So let's go over back to the auction house and see what we can do. Okay, so we have a few things here. Let's look at the bronze bars. So bronze bars here at 3 silver, 48. There's 20 of them. There's a lot here. Wow, look at this. In terms of resetting things, you'd have to go all the way. Where do we want to go to? At least 666 would be about here if we could. There's a few we could bid on. There's not much difference in the price on those. That's about to expire, but really if we were to buy those, what would be the buyout of everything? Oops, I didn't actually mean to buy that one. I was expecting to see the next window come up. I'm too used to retail. So how much would that cost us for all of that? That just cost us 1 bronze bar for 3 silver. That's going to cost us a lot of our gold to buy out all of these. I don't think we're really in a position to be able to work these markets just yet. We need a bit more gold capital. The 9 silver here for the silver, a little bit better. I mean, it's not quite as high as the 78 silver it was before, but 78 would be all the way down here. 35 silver for those. It really is a race to the bottom with these. You could maybe buy out a few of these, gain a few silver on those. At this point, though, I just want the silver, so I'm going to cut my losses on these. I'm going to post these 1 stack of 7 just for 12 hours and do the same with the bronze. Much as I would like to reset these markets, I don't have the raw capital to be able to do that kind of things yet. So we'll just start with the small things and gain a little bit of gold whilst we can. So 2 stacks of 20, 12 post auction. Let's have a look at this rough stone whilst we're here. Currently at 10 copper, that would vendor for 2 copper. Lots and lots of cheap ones, so we'll just go with that for now. Put a couple of stacks on for now, and we'll keep everything else, I believe, in our bags. And let's continue our journey. So before we carry on our leveling, we're going to do another little route around the whole mining route. We're 104, we're close to getting 125. Now Zygor is suggesting to me, oh there we go, we just sold our bronze bars, that was handy, is suggesting I go back to the wetlands and do this route around here. Now last time we did this it was quite sparse, so it will take a little while to collect up the ore that we need, but we do need to get ourselves a little bit higher before we can then carry on with our mining around here with the ores that are more current with our level. So let's start with this, get at least up to 125. Here we go, off onto adventures anew. Cool, there goes our fish oil for 88 silver. Wow, that's more than the bronze bars. Nice to see a few sales coming in. That's going to be useful in building up our gold again, because we spent a fair amount on our skills. And off we are on our next adventure. We're just going to run our way through this. Follow the path. Whilst we're here, we could do some of our quests that we've got outstanding at the moment. Necrosh's Gambit is one of them. Lifting the Curse. And James Hygel. Let's try Necrosh's Gambit. Progress 92% of this one. Let's load this guide. Where did we get to? Oh, there's a few missing bits here. Purchase these items in the bank. Let's go and do those whilst we're here. Oh no, then you want me to actually fly out, actually. That could be bad. So we can put these items in the bank. Dwarven Tinder. Then we've got... Then we go to Redridge Mountains, 27 to 28. I don't actually want to do that. I want to do Necrosh's Gambit. That's the only one we have here. Okay, I'm going to do this manually. So manually is Necrosh's Gambit, I believe, was around here. So we'll work our way around there anyway, if memory serves. Destroy the Dragonmaw Catapults. We've just got more of their plans. Take this tinder, which I'm assuming I already have. Dwarven Tinder, there we go, we have that. So I'll head over that area. Going to head more towards the hills here, and we can do that along the same side. I need to see enemy nameplates. And this way we can look out for any ore along the way, if we can avoid the raptors as we go. There is potentially some ore in the excavation site. We can maybe have a look at that whilst we're working our way around. There's the site there. I think I'll skip it for now. We'll get back onto our path as we're in. We almost have turned the graphic settings up to 10 as well. Might as well enjoy the full beauty of World of Warcraft. It looks like people are having fun here already. Oh, and let's not forget to buff ourselves and our friends. There we go. We can help out here. There's the quest over there, so let's work our way in here a little bit more. That used up a lot of mana, adding all those spells to everyone. Okay, we'll have to just work our way in here gently. Getting back into the feel of combat again. Let's take this one. How's our friends doing? Let's just give them a bit of a heal whilst they're there. And myself for that matter. Okay, we gained extra here. I may not be ready for this. Okay, slightly okay. I mean, I am overpowered for this area, so it's nice to be able to at least clear some of this out. Let's try this one. Right, here we go. Dwarven Tinder. Pleasant Tinder, Strike Spark, complete. Okay, Necrosh. Yes, I believe we can do that one. Necrosh is over here in the distance, I believe. I remember helping someone out here before. Let's go and give them some help. How would... Oh, you need some healing. Let's just help them out here. There we go. There we go. Now, oh, there's some more ore here. So don't forget our original plan. Now, we need to work our way carefully here. I think this one will help us most. Oh, we have a gold vein. Let's go have a look. Hoping I can actually mine this. No, I need mining 155. Such a shame. I forgot to check before working my way up there. Let's go find Necrosh. Dueling wizards it looks like now, casting spells at each other. And there is Necrosh. So we need to clear out the area. Oh, there's multiple ones here, this could be tricky. Okay, there's one done. Centurion next. And this fellow here. Hopefully he won't run into more friends at this point. I have to be careful. Phew. Made it okay. So let's just work our way out here. Do feel I need to clear out a little bit more here, but we may be okay. A little bit more mana, maybe. Let's drink a little bit here. And there's also some tin over here, which is going to be nice to get. Nice reward afterwards. Right, let's start with the neck crush. Let's do you in one go. Fantastic. There's the head we wanted. And don't forget to pick up our loot. And then off to our treasure over here. We might have to clear the way a little bit first with this fellow here. And some tin we can do here. There's also another tin vein over here as well, so this is a great start. Okay, it's actually the next day for me here. I'm going to carry on my path and continue the journey and see what we can do with our mining skill. So let's go down here and follow the path. Oh look, we have some more Draenei levelling up here. That's wonderful to see. I'll leave them to it at the moment. Perhaps we can buff them first. There's the totem. And a heal. There we go. Okay, we can leave them on their merry way. Good luck on your adventures, my fellow Draenei. I'm off mining. Ooh, an iron deposit. Now we don't have the iron, unfortunately, at 125. We'll come to that later. Sadly, we'll have to leave that one. That's also iron on here. And then it's tin down here further. So let's go down here. I believe these are also potentially tricky. Level 26 should be fine for the moment. Okay, back into tin territory. There should be one possibly up here we might miss. Here it is. Get everyone you can really at this stage. They're so few and far between. I might make a little detour inside here as well if it's safe enough. Looks like there's a few ores inside, some tin ones as well as some iron. We'll have a look, see how dangerous it is. There's some tin already inside I can see, so let's work our way in and see what we... Okay, well these are green to me, so let's start with this. A little bit of XP at the same time would be fantastic. Ah, that's an iron deposit. We've got more iron at the back here. And less tin, so... should have checked that before I jumped down, because now I have to go all the way back up and out and work my way out. Fair enough. We'll enjoy the XP whilst we're here. Oh, there's a chest over there. Wonder what's inside. So maybe I was supposed to be here instead. What did we get there? A 10 slot bag. What do we have here at the moment? 10, 10. All 10 slot bags. Okay, that's good. We can maybe try and sell that one for a few silver. And then some other bits for a few gold maybe. Let's work our way back outside. There's some potions here actually, I can pop those on there just so I can use them in case. Anything drink wise we have at the moment? No, don't think we have any at the moment. Okay, I'll call that a pretty successful cave mission. We've got a little bit of tin in there as well as... oh, here's a friend over here. Maybe they're doing some mining as well. We're a lot slower though. Goodbye friends. It's level 60 human priest. This is what we really need. Mount speed to be able to do this properly. Let's carry on down here. If we do find that there's no nodes around us, then chances are that we have been superseded, perhaps. We'll have a look. See if I can make it down this jump. Maybe it's herbalism they're after, unless they're doing both herbalism and mining, in which case that's going to be tricky. Okay, let's continue on our mining route. Now here time will tell. They seem to have avoided our mining option, so it looks like it is herbalism they're after. Shall wish them on their merry way. We shall continue with our mining route. I mean, there is an option here in terms of levelling. get yourself up to 60 first and then come back and mine things. But I figure as I'm not too far behind on my mining, this is a worthwhile investment just to get myself up to speed for the zones I'm going to be going into, so that I carry on levelling the mining whilst I'm levelling my character at the same time. It's kind of designed that way, so that you keep one skill up along with the speed at which you're levelling. Now there does appear to be one in here. I'll just deal with our friend here. That's a tin vein, so let's just see how difficult that might be. Who do we have outside? There's Dark Iron Insurgents. They seem quite low level at the start, so that's a good place for me to go inside. Looks like there's a chest in there as well. Oh, we've got a nice vest as well. Let's have a look at the chest. Nothing nice inside. Some mana potions could be good. A couple of those would be useful. And what was actually a silver vein? Fantastic. And back outside and continue our route. Now, last time we went inside this cave and we got some skill ups with the extra incendicite mineral. Let's try that again and see if we can get some more skill points this way. Yeah, we still get skill ups here, 114, so that's going to be useful. There's quite a few of them in this cave. The tin vein is green now, so I wonder what our skill up chances are going to be as we go through this. Oh, there's a small chest here as well. Let's go grab that. Oh, fantastic, some melon juice as well. Now, where is this tin vein? It should be over this way somewhere. But not quite there. More through this wall if we could. Must be underneath or a route around. That looks like it would be a dead end. Let's try outside. I think this way. Here we go. Another tin vein tucked away in the corner. Now we're up to 120. Another 5 skill points to get us to 125. I think we need to leave the cave and carry on round our route. And there we go, another successful cave. So we've got a good few skill points inside there. Let's head outside and see if we can get anything along this final route here. Another 4 would be great, and then we can fly back. I'll leave them to the rest of the nodes. I'll just take the one for the skill up. With a buff, of course. Another solid chest. And there's a couple of nodes around here as well. I have to clear my way through this. I do love this tentative exploring. It makes for a much more sense of adventure, I think. What's in the chest? A lot more melon juice there. I might add that. There we go. Now what do we have here? Sadly it's iron. What's down here? That's tin, so we can probably grab that. Wherever it may be. Oh, it's gone. It must have been mined. There's a few people around here I see. There's a level 60 hunter there. So maybe they're doing their thing. Let me just have a look, see if there's anything else I might want. Let's just check. Check for tin whilst we're here. There we go. Friendly buffs ahead. It looks like, oh, they're going for the herbs there, so I'm going to work my way across. Looks like it could be some dangerous falls here. Now I could try levitating. That looks very dangerous. I'll try it in a small series of falls. Let's have a look, see if there's anything in here. I'm doubtful given the population of people around here, but we'll never know. You can sometimes get lucky with a spawn. Okay, that's done. We're just shy of the points we need, 122. We need another 3, so we're going to have to do another circuit. It takes a fair old trek across the swamp. We'll do the route again and see if we can catch any more nodes on the other side of the map. There's a few up here to the north. Maybe people won't go this way and there'll be a few here. I thought I could get up there. Where's the easiest way to get up? It looks like I should be able to. Maybe I'll have to go around the other side. Ah, it's the iron deposit. After all of that, I'll have to skip that one. So close yet not quite there. I'm going to do the same and go back into the hills here. See if we can get some extra nodes tucked away. Where is this one? This is a tin vein. Just lower down. Somewhere down there. Off of Raptor Ridge. Ah, there it is. Do I want to jump down here at this point? Well, it looks like I can get back up again. Hopefully. No skill point that time. No guaranteed skill, certainly. This might even take us a little bit longer. I'm not sure if I can get back up there now. I took the fall. Best way back round. Let's go around here and up there. Around the bottom edge and then around the top. That's the great thing about Classic, really, is everything requires effort, and with effort comes a sense of reward once you put in said effort and get to the point where you need to get to. If everything was guaranteed and quick and easy, you wouldn't get that sense of satisfaction that you really do get whilst playing Classic. Now I want to go up here, but this looks dangerous this way. Let's have a look. Dragonmoor Gates. Ah. Oh, what do we have here? Elite Red Dragon Spawn. Okay, those could be interesting, but not today. Now, no sign of nodes at the early entrance area. Oh, there's one. Is that a tin one? Yes, it is. Let's work our way in again and see what we can get. I see another chest over there. Might be worth going back over there. This looks like it might be iron, unfortunately. We're just a bit too shy for that. 124 out of 125. Another tin in here would have been fantastic, but I see just 2 iron at the moment. Let's go over and grab the chest whilst we're here. Imagine our bags getting quite full as well. Yes, they are. Quite full indeed. Okay, so we just need one more tin to help us out here. Everything else further inside, I think, is more iron. So we're going to have to ignore this iron and work our way further out. That one's iron and that one's iron. Sadly, one skill too far out. Let's see if there's anything outside. Maybe we can be lucky. Nothing there and there. That's going to be iron there. Looks like we're going to have to escape out of here and go continue our journey around, I think. Sad as it is. In fact, I think I'm going to head straight across here to my favourite little cave and hope that we can get something from there. Save us going around the edge. Oh, there's something up ahead. Could be a tin vein. Could this be the one that gets us our 125? Oh, it's a silver vein, even better. And there we go. Fantastic. We managed to get ourselves up to a skill level 125. Now we need to train in expert mining, Hearth to Stormwind City. Now I would like to head to Menethil Harbour. Ideally, I think I have a quest here for Captain Stoutfist, handing the head back in, so it makes sense to head over and do that. Captain Stoutfist I would expect to be in Menethil Harbour. It's a little runaway, but we'll add that in, see how we get on. But we've got some nice silver ore there as well, so let's give that a go. What an adventure. Travelling the land, mining our way through, fighting a few mobs. We were slightly over level for this area, so it was somewhat easier than it would be. But what I'd like to do is then carry on the mining journey whilst I'm levelling. That way we've been getting XP and levelling up at the same time. And getting our skill up for mining in addition to that. Almost there. It's a long road, but we get to admire the scenery as we go. It's amazing to think how beautiful this is still now, considering how old the game was back then. Flyby buffs as we go. Nice to see ships going past as well. Except when they disappear, of course. Now I'm hoping Captain Stoutfist is in here after the long run over here. One would guess he would be inside the main building. Here we are. Defeat Necrosh. I see it appear here. These always confuse me. I end up going too far up. There it is. I think it's in here. There you are, Captain Stoutfist. Hello, Captain Stoutfist. We have your head. Killed Necrosh. We shall select. Now these obviously have disenchant values. Vendor sell price 67 silver for the ancient war sword. More than that one. So let's take that one. There we are. 420 XP as well. Fantastic. And nice to clear out something from our quest log as well. Okay, so from here we could fly to Ironforge as it's suggesting here, or we could Hearthstone back as we were going to do originally. So let's just provide ourselves our friends with a buff and then Hearthstone back to Stormwind. And as it's the next day, of course, we've got a lot of things we can sell here as well. Let's just check here. We have a few things we can sell. All the junk is going automatically. Some of this bread and things we could possibly sell. Let's look at what's on the auction house first. Let's go collect up our mail whilst we're here. So lovely to see so many people here getting ready for Burning Crusade, which happens tonight in fact. So no wonder there's lots of people here. Let's have a look. So we had some sales. We had the tin ore, the copper bar, the silver bars, the stone, the oil, the bronze bars. Learn to ride in Elwyn Forest. Ah, that's a good point actually. If you wish to learn, you need to visit me at the Eastvale logging camp. I would definitely like to learn riding when the time comes. Let's pick up all of these. If we should have enough space for these, yes. There we go, and up to 34 gold now. Fantastic. Let's go back to the auction house as we wade through all these people. Hello people. Lovely to see so many people here. Let's go and have a look at the auction house. So, let's run a scan whilst we're here. Now, I do believe in the future, in the near future, TSM won't have to do the scans, but we have it now for the moment. Okay, that scan took a bit longer than I thought, and so I had to kill it in the end. So, carrying on with what we have here, we have our various commodities we can put on already. And then we have our miscellaneous selling group, which we could probably add to with a few things that we just picked up here. So let's we'll go with specific items here. We'll try that for a gold. We'll try the dagger. Spider legs not worth it. The bread, maybe. The jade, quite possibly. In fact, the jade I'm going to put into the gem slot. We'll leave that there. Don't have any else in here. The large brown sack, try that. Gonna keep those. Medium leather. That's a belt, that could be useful. The claw. The silk cloth. I guess at the moment we'll keep hold of that. And the spider silk could be useful for us as well, in terms of some tailoring recipes. So we'll take that and that. We'll add those in. And then in our do not sell, we'll keep the light feathers, because we want to keep those. And then in our gems, we're going to add in that jade. That's potentially a nice profit there. And then I'm going to put the silk, wool and spiders into there. The coarse stone, we could possibly sell some in buyouts. 38 copper, vendor sell is 15. That's a little bit extra. Give that a go. And the crunchy spider leg, we're leaving that one. Okay, so looking at things here, if we go to the auction house, we run a post scan with what we have. Let's see what kind of prices we have. I think the poor auction house is definitely under a lot of strain at the moment, looking at the speed of things scanning. Let's post all these on. There we go. So we have 22 posted auctions of a worth of 17 gold should they all sell. We currently have 34 gold. We still have a few items, bits and pieces here that we haven't sold, a few things below minimum price. We could think about selling those, or we can just keep them at the moment. I'll just keep them for the moment, I think, just in case. But we have a few things on. That's definitely very good. Very exciting to see what happens with the launch of Burning Crusade. Obviously a lot of people are going to be off doing new things and discovering new areas whilst we continue our leveling journey, and we can join in at our own pace. It's not going to stop us from making gold along the way, which is going to be part of the fun. So I'm very excited for the launch of Burning Crusade. You can see obviously a lot of people here are excited too. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how long people play and what kind of things we get over the course of the next few weeks. So I'm going to leave Samadan parked over here, I think, enjoying the crowds. So until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you in Burning Crusade.